Hello, I'm Martha. This is my first vlog style video. I just really wanted to share the process of moving from my small medium studio to a bigger space, which I'm very lucky to have through a family member. It is beautiful, and I'll be able to upscale my paintings in a big way. So I've had this space just over a year, and my painting has developed so much. I'm definitely a studio practice artist. Like, I respond to having a space. I've done like years of trying to, working part-time and also painting at home, and I don't know, I think university studying art spoiled me having that space there. It's tied quite integrally. I probably would get on with it if I had to, in the end, but I have hunted out spaces, and I'm really pleased that it is happening. But I think I'll probably have do a few little shots of what I've got at the moment, it is great, and it has served me really well on this development over the last year. And then I'll show the new space before I start filling it. I think I'll probably have do a few little shots of what I've got at the moment, it is great, and it has served me really well on this development over the last year. And then I'll show the new space before I start filling it, and then hopefully I might be able to I'll see how far I get in this video filming. With that feeling of calling myself an artist and getting over that kind of self-sabotaging thing that I would be surprised if it wasn't everyone who wanted to be in the creative arts did that. But yeah, I'll just show you a quick run through of what I've had this year, and it's been really great, really helpful to have a dedicated space. So it's not too hectic, but I've got work piling up and stacking up in places. This has been quite a good setup, having a tub, it's an old cake tub for my oil paints. And then this is great, this laptop stand I've been using for kind of everything really. And then this, I believe, is a plate rack, which is really great for things that are drying. I do have a few pieces on the wall, but I recently did a solo show, which is why normally I had things kind of all over this wall, and because I knew I was moving soon. So a lot of that has shifted. A lot of the work has ended up on this top shelf. So I've got table one, I've got all my acrylics down here. You see it's not really that organized, but it's not terrible. I've got a large painting that I am struggling with. It's a self-portrait, and the reference image is so flat. And I've been learning a lot about portraiture this year, and I could have done with having some more dramatic shadows. I did this self-portrait up here later on, kind of looking at Renaissance artwork, and I went on a beautiful trip to Florence, which I self-funded, took myself with my savings. I went over for about a month, and this is oil paint but rubbing away to get to the grain, so it's on a scrap bit of board as well. And then this work on my easel, it's a work in progress, and it is Welsh Italianate gardens, which I'll definitely be talking about that more, I imagine. And then on my second easel, which I have just shoved in the doorway at the moment, and it's a landscape, and I'm just exaggerating and abstracting the shapes and trying to get the feeling of the sun beating down. It's an alley, and kind of just exaggerating and having the shadow the same value throughout the whole shadow to create a drama between. I'm not happy with these colours. They're meant to be I think Welsh slate, grey purpley, but I'm not sure how to portray that being hit with like the bright sun and the glare, because it does have a bit of a sheen to it, but this is not right. And you can see the underpainting coming through, which is fun, but I think here it's not working for me. Maybe there it's working because that's plaster. And then I've got some really old works hanging here. And that was when I was really into cold water swimming. And that's hanging on an old broom handle, I think. And then I had a moment of being really interested in medieval banners. And this is a stitched piece, so I did that in pencil and then stitched on it. I didn't like how clean it came out. I think that's fun. And I did kind of, they just look a bit, it looks a bit too floaty and spacey for me. Ooh, hello. Just a piece that fell off this, which is a monoprint of an artist, Hannah Chumley, that I love her work, and it's beautiful and it's just everything I love. This is the desk setup that I've been using. It's only just become functional quite recently. And then this is probably the most organized area. So I've got notebooks, old notebooks, I've got actually labeled materials for drawing, ink, everything that I could want. And then there's like sprays and glues and things, and then I've got, this is my kitchenette area. This is an easel that I have used inside but not outside, and it's meant to be for plein air, and I can't wait to use that. And a little shout out to these amazing metal tool boxes which I pulled out of the skip recently, which I'm not quite sure what to put in yet, but this blue is just fantastic. Some rolls of paper that are really lovely, like large roll, nice thickness as well. And then this is my monster collection of college and university materials, and I really want to make sketchbooks out of my old prints and old works and things, because they're quite large sheets, like these A1, so I could get some crazy sketchbooks out there. Collection of books. I do have more to add in, so this isn't all of them, but yeah, love. And this was from a workshop that I did in Florence. It was like a street sketching workshop. I will go through my notebooks and journaling and my process that I went through when I was in Florence for a month, because I mean, I think it'll help me get my head around it. I love to see other people's processes. Adam and Eve from the Uffizi. But I love to see other people's processes, and I think it is helpful for myself to go through things as well. Probably will figure out how to do that not one-handed, so I can actually go through things properly. I love the dimension. My boyfriend got this for me, and I just love the like long ways or really wide. I just love that. This piece is also Florence related, and it is a work in progress. I kind of forgot to go through some of the reasons that I was hoping that the bigger space will help me in my creative process. Is once this has started filling up, I don't actually have much room to step back from the canvas. I follow a more impressionistic method, and that does involve standing back quite a lot, and thinking and pondering and looking from further away, and also working on slightly larger scales, because if I can't afford it further down the line in another year or so, or maybe half a year, I'll just move into a smaller space again, and that's okay, and it's not that scary, because again, it's low stakes because it's through a family member. They will be nice to me if I'm like, I'm not actually making enough money from my part-time work or my painting, so I'm gonna have to just rewind, and I'm gonna show you around before I start filling it with my stuff. Just so excited. Like, you can't really see on the video, but the length, I'll be able to like set up work here potentially do workshops from here as well, which would be amazing. That is kind of one of my plans, really. So light and fresh, and there's an amazing kitchenette around, and it wraps around as well. Also gonna set up this machine. It's going quite well. I think I've got maybe a quarter of my stuff in here, but I really love like lightwood finish. It just feels really art studio Swedish vibes maybe. I'm all moved in and ready to set things up. I've got a coffee set up already, which is very important. But I'm hoping to actually set up a painting station. I don't have all the furniture that I need, like shelves and storage yet, but that'll come with time. Kind of tidy a little bit and then do some painting today. If it's not obvious, I'm so excited. I managed to move everything in over 2 days and it's all before I was meant to. It's like a good month and a half before. So mentally, I've kind of like not catched up, but I feel excited. This has been during one of our UK heat waves. It's July now. I think it's our third one. Might be wrong. Yeah, it's hot. So that's me for today, I think. I am all tuckered out. It's really hot. It's like maybe 27 degrees. Not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. But I had a good day painting. Well, I say a day, it was more. I had a good hour or two painting. And that just felt really good. I feel like I've christened the space. And I kind of wanted to do a little bit before getting fully set up, and everything's in. I've just got to add some cool stuff, add some storage solutions. I want to keep as much open space as possible. I don't want to like close myself in too much, but yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm hopefully going to do some more painting videos and maybe like talk about my process a little bit more and a bit more about my art. I'd quite like to have a record of ideas or processes on here. That'd be really cool to look back on. Also, I find my brain just gets addled unless I talk through ideas, and I just get confused. So talking to you guys will be really great for me and hopefully interesting for you. And if you want, you can follow along and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'll hopefully be putting out regular content. Bye!